I found this article thing, blog. I don't know what the hell it is, chow, but it said beyond black and white. And it said, a divested woman's perspective on the deaths of Kobe and Gianna Bryant. Now, I can't tell if this was just done. Oh, no, this is 2020. That's right. January 27, 2020, which was only the day after, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. I know it happened in January, and I know that we went on lockdown in March. So I guess this is when this happened. So it says on Sunday, January 26th, Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna died with 7 others in a helicopter crash on their way to a basketball event. Most people reacted in disbelief as Bryant was only 41. Damn, only 41. And although we know death has no age target, it's still hard for most of us to comprehend it when someone so young dies. His daughter was only 13 years old. Let's keep that in mind, as everyone doesn't seem to have a problem. And I'm not trying to just regurgitate that shit with any teenager. I was thinking of Anton's daughter being brought up and being having something depicting her being sold. Everybody okay with that? That's fine. I got a problem with all of that, but to each his own. For the purpose of this article, it says essay in the Bryant marriage. For the purpose of this article and the audience, I feel the need to address the elephants in the room. In July 2003, Bryant was arrested for essay. So this is what this person thought was the best thing to bring up the day after he and his daughter died. Remember, Gail did this, from what I can remember, because it's coming back to me. I think it was Gail, one of the news programs, when they were reporting on his death, the first thing they wanted to bring up was SA charges. So this heifer here, Christian Monique, whoever that is, I'm sure she black, thought that it was the most important thing to do the day after. Let's be clear, y'all, because when these heifers come through trying to talk about how dare you, you can come back with shut the shit. Because this is what you biatches did the day after Kobe and his daughter died. The day after, here we are, an article. For the purpose of this article, let me start all over. In the audience, I feel the need to address the elephant in the room. So some black biatch thought she needed to address the elephant in the room. She feels the need. Oh, you feel the need? Oh, you feel the need? I feel our need too, as we continue to discuss this Ashley Robinson for the rest of this daggone week. I was going to transition y'all, but we can't do it, okay? In July of 2003, Bryant was arrested for essay of a hotel employee. She was 19 years old, and the case was dropped after she refused to testify against him. He later admitted to having an adulterous encounter with her and settled a civil suit out of court. So a basketball player cheated. News at 11. A basketball player cheated. That never happens, right? Or football, or baseball, or any other ball. Wow. That never happens. He also publicly apologized to her, but admitted, He later admitted to having an adulterous encounter with her and settled a civil suit out of court. He also publicly apologized to her, but admitted no guilt. Bryant's marriage survived the situation. I really think that's what's wrong with you hoes. You was mad that he survived. His marriage survived, that his wife decided to stay with him and work through it. But it was no different than when Hillary did it. What's the difference when Hillary did it? Who else did it? I know there's plenty of people because they always sitting up there and with the person or with the man, because it's usually the woman. Let's act like we don't know. It's usually the woman that sits there right next to her. Stand by your man, however that song go. Okay. But because it's Kobe Bryant, you know, oh my God. Beyonce, exactly. Lest we not forget that, or we just gonna act like Lemonade was just some album that came up out of her ass. Okay, I know that album front to freaking back. All right. It says, Bryant's marriage survived the situation. The second elephant, and the relevance will become clear in the next section, is that Bryant's wife is not a black woman. I want somebody to tell me in the Constitution where it says that black people got to marry each other. Bueller. I want somebody to tell me in the Constitution where it says, or any law that says that black people have to marry black people. Bueller. I want y'all to give me the section, the citation, and all of it, okay? And send it to me, please, because we're gonna clearly have to do a live stream on that because I missed that. I missed that. That's the second elephant in the room. Child, does she know what elephants are? I'm confused. The second elephant and the relevance will become clear in the next section is that Bryant's wife is not a black woman. Like many black male athletes, he chose to marry interracially. I do not know Vanessa Bryant's race, but she appears to be Latina. Oh, but for some reason, when black biatches get with white men, it's acceptable. And whatchamacallit's bestie, of which I have that queued and ready to come out later. So the hypocrisy. Here we go again with the hypocrisy. So the second elephant in the room is the fact that Kobe was married to Vanessa, which we all know. We all knew they'd have known each other for forever. Now it's a problem because he died and she gets the money. Now you got to be talking about he didn't marry a black woman. But when it's Venus, it's wonderful. When it's Serena, it's wonderful. When it's Kantanji, it's wonderful. When it's Kobe, how dare he? When it's Bronny James going to the prom, how dare he? Your hypocrisy is showing, bitches. Your hypocrisy is showing. This is why you get no play and you have such a hard time with everything, because nothing you do or say makes any sense unless it's something that allegedly benefits you. That's how selfish y'all are. That's how crazy y'all are. That's how hypocritical you are. And that's why you continue to have problems and people ain't trying to deal. That's why you continue to have problems and people are not interested in trying to deal with this dumb shit. Divestment equals callous. Everybody has their own definition of divestment, but on Facebook, it seems to mean black women walking away from concerning themselves with people who aren't willing to actively invest in black womanhood. What the hell does that even mean? What the hell does that even mean? Invest in black womanhood. Y'all just be making shit up that don't make no sense whatsoever. Your mama and your daddy should be investing in your womanhood. And then once you become a woman, you need to do it. And then once you get married, y'all need to do it. But y'all don't take that path. So I know you don't understand. Got it. Just making more shit up that don't make no daggone sense, that ain't got shit to do with shit, but y'all keep on doing it. You'll keep on failing. We'll keep on laughing. And you can't change that. You can't change what we're going to say, what I'm going to say, because clearly you're delusional. Your delusion is showing. Again, and this is back from 2020. I've seen posts from many of these women who call themselves divested that range from some variation of, oh, well, too bad, to he wasn't married to a black woman, so I don't care. So with that thought process, I'm sure there's people who don't care that Ashley Robinson was engaged to a non-black man, so they don't care. We're just gonna go ahead and switch out some names and see how you like it and do this reminder video. And I didn't even know about this daggone article, but it came right on time, okay? Let me see. So she, meaning Ashley, wasn't engaged to a black man, so I don't care. You see how that interchanges real quick? Because y'all seem to forget. Y'all seem to forget this shit. Y'all put this shit in writing. Y'all make these videos. Y'all put this out for the public. But that's okay because we know how to get shit done. We know how to find stuff. If we could deal with the Dewey Decimal catalog system, then we can figure this out here on the internet. There have been a few, though not many, that specifically named the essay case as the reason for their lack of sympathy for his death. Oh, so nobody cared about the essays. That's basically what that sentence says. Nobody cares about the essay that was so, oh my God, look at what he did. He did essay. Because that's not what y'all usually care about in any daggone way. That's why you keep little mesters in the daggone family over to the side and just be like, you know how he is. And don't care what the hell they're doing to any of these children or sometimes even adults. Because you're too scared to actually do something that actually will make a difference. But I digress. I am an essay survivor, so I get it. If I were to hear word that my rapist died, I wouldn't give a damn either. Well, that would make sense for the person who was allegedly actually raped. But if you weren't, then I don't understand why you care. Now, if you were raped by someone else, all right, I understand that you might feel some kind of a way. Fine, get it, got it, good. But I don't see how that means that you have to take all your anger out on him, his wife, his deceased child, and his living children. That don't make no sense. That's crazy. And the man wasn't convicted, but I'll give you a little bit of leeway. I give you a little bit of leeway, but leave it at that. But y'all don't know how to leave things anyway. Y'all got to burn shit to the ground, and you do not care who you take along with you. You don't care who the hell it is that you hurt. So why is it that you always then turn around talking about as a black woman? Well, let me tell you something. As a black woman, y'all could kiss my ass. I'm not interested in hearing none of that, and I want to make sure that those of us that ain't like y'all differentiate ourselves, because we ain't crazy. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm not crazy, but not crazy like this, because this is pure D insanity. This is pure D insanity. All for some famous person that you don't know, that you ain't never knew, that you would never know, that would never look at you, that would never choose you, that would never marry you or anything like that. And that's the part that I know that you can't stand. Child, you can't even get the regular smegular. So I don't know why y'all mad about freaking Kobe and who he chose to live his life with. He probably lived it with a woman who cared for him, who took care of him, who had his kids, who supported him, who was kind to him, who probably effed him whenever the hell he wanted to. Okay. Shout out to the dude from earlier. I forget his name over on TikTok. And she probably didn't weaponize shit against him. And she was probably a happy woman spending all that daggone money and still spending it today. Shout out to Vanessa. With that said, there's something that is interesting to me. If you're divested, arguably, you wouldn't care who he married. Correct. I may be wrong, but I was under the impression that divestment was supposed to offer a sense of freedom. And if the first thing you can think of when a man dies is who he didn't marry, that doesn't sound like freedom to me. It sounds like insanity to me, because again, if y'all can't stand men, you can't stand black men, and or you are divested or whatever child y'all call this shit, then I don't understand why any of y'all ever have anything to say about any of this mess, and yet you continue to over and over and over and over again. Why is that? Why is that? Mind the business that pays you, but I know you don't understand what that phrase means clearly. Clearly. But what I was most taken by was that the fact that a woman losing her child for several of the women on my timeline was not enough to engender even a minimal level of empathy. Yeah, let's talk about Gigi for a second, because that was her nickname, Gianna Bryant. Y'all don't care about these kids. How many times do I say that, child? If I had a dime every time. Y'all don't care about these kids. Y'all never cared about any of these kids, child. You don't even care about your own, so I'm not even surprised that you don't care about nobody else's. I don't care about y'all's kids. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. I don't give one damn about none of them. I told you, not another dime, not another book bag, not another pencil, not another turkey, not another present, not another Easter basket, none. Because you are ungrateful ingrates most of the daggone time. You want and expect free stuff all daggone time and refuse to do anything to help yourself. Complain when somebody tells you what to do in order to help yourself, and then be upset when somebody don't give you something, but you can't even give to your own self. But you take you take everything for you and don't give nothing to your own daggone kids, because you're selfish, because all you care about is yourself. All you think about is yourself. I don't even understand how y'all have kids and then turn around and then try to say some mess like this, right? Kobe Bryant never registered on my meter unless someone brought him up. I know nothing about his widow, but that she's not black. Yet I'm able to relate to losing someone you love dearly. I am able to relate to thinking everything is fine and then being emotionally knocked off kilter by sudden devastating news. I am able to imagine the despair of losing a child. Even if I had nothing but bad things to say about Kobe Bryant, I could at least feel for the woman who is now and forever without her baby, meaning Kobe's mother. The best part is that if I didn't want to show that simple act of humanity for whatever reason, I could simply say nothing. Oh my God, that's a thought, but we know that's never going to happen. Divestment wasn't supposed to make us callous. Well, not only divestment, but there's swirling people, your straight people, just all black biatches, and enough low testosterone men, let's not act like that's not true, who still feel the same daggone way, thinking that them running off at the mouth is going to make no difference about with regard to Ashley Robinson. Okay. Shout out